Hey everybody, welcome back to Tomcat Airguns. What I want to show you today is what I consider to be the best airgun ever created. This isn't it. This is what I consider to be the best airgun ever created. Wait a minute now, let me explain. Give me a couple of minutes to explain why I feel this way. This is the Impact X Mk2. You guys who watch the competitions, you obviously know already how good these guns are doing. Extremely accurate, smooth twist, X barrel liner system, all that kind of good stuff, and you see them performing, and you see them knocking, knocking 10s and knocking X's at competition. That's all well and good. But accuracy is more, in my opinion, it's more between the rifle. You need a good rifle, and you need a good shooter, and you need a good relationship between the two. So that's not why I think this is the best rifle ever created. The reason I think this is the best air rifle ever created is because of all the adjustments. With this rifle, you have a power adjustment over here, okay? And you've got two sides. You've got letters over here, numbers over there, minimum, maximum, and then you've got a trim adjustment on the inside so you can fine-tune your power adjustments. After that, you've got a regulator adjustment. Where is it? Here's your gauge. Your regulator adjustment is back up in there. You can adjust your regulator up, down, and you can fine-tune how your shots are treated before they leave the barrel. How all that air cooperates with one another. On top of that, you've got accessories. Okay, and you've got another adjustment up here, I'll get to that in a minute. But on top of that, you've got accessories. I've seen double bottle adapters, different handles. Let's see, I got this bent piece of metal right here, but what does it do? It sits right here. Now, if you can imagine this sitting right here, and then a sandbag sliding on that rail. Real nice? Well, real nice. So you got accessories. That's Saber Tactical. Here's another one from Saber Tactical. What the heck is this thing? Well, take off my cheek piece, install this little gadget right about in there, reattach my cheek piece, and now I've got a cheek piece riser. Another accessory. Here's another one that's yet to be released as of today, making this video. Saber Tactical again. This bottle clamp, boink, gives you a Picatinny rail wherever you want it. That's cool. Now that's not Impact specific. That you can put on any of these style bottles. But that's kind of why I'm thinking of, when I think about this rifle and all the accessories that you can get for it, I think of the AR-15 style of rifle. Who makes something for the AR-15? Just about everybody. And what about things you can put on the AR-15? I mean, you can make that thing into a monster grenade launching craziness to a competition level rifle. And that's what I see when I look at this rifle. Now you might be asking me, hey, you know what? The new Dreamline has those adjustments, and so does the Crown. So why aren't one of those the best air rifle ever created? They're close, and you're right, they do have those same adjustments. But the one adjustment they're missing is this little guy right here. And I'm not saying this is the key to success or anything like that. I'm just pointing out there's another adjustment right here that allows you to control how fast the valve closes. Okay, so valve opens and returns. This controls that part. Okay? Your power controls how hard it hits. Your regulator, that controls the air inside the gun. This guy controls this return action. And because of that feature, that's why I think it's the greatest airgun ever created. Because of that. On top of that, you've got 4 different calibers that you can play with and adjust and tune so that your gun shoots how you want it to. And then you've got different twist rates. The sleeves inside the barrel, that can be changed out. So if you have a 22 and your barrel's shooting, it's shooting great, but you want to play around with it. And you want to play around maybe with a different twist rate. You can get a different twist rate. You can also shoot slugs out of this if you get a slug barrel. So get a slug liner. Then you can get different lengths. There's even shorter ones. You can turn this into a nice little, you know, a real shorty type of style hunting rifle, very tactical. You can bring it out a little ways and, you know, go for that long distance type of accuracy, shooting slugs, maybe 200 yards or something, I don't know. But the barrel system alone is incredible. The amount of changes and features and this and that's that you can do with that is just incredible. Beyond that, I've seen other accessories such as a really wild looking shoulder butt pad. It's got a little drop down ball on the bottom and you can adjust, you know, just by grabbing that ball. As I said, grips. I've even seen the cocking lever. There's a kit where you can put that on the left side. So now you can stay on trigger, if you're right-handed, stay on trigger and ratchet on the left side. My gosh, there's so much stuff to this. Guys, let me address accuracy with this rifle for a minute. This is a 25 caliber Mk2, and I just got back from Rocky Mountain Airgun Challenge in Utah, and I knew I was getting this gun before I went down there. I sighted in at 50 yards. I had a little bit of help tuning from Ted, thank you very much. He spent like, I don't know, I'd say a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes fiddling around with the power settings, and the rest of the time we were just playing with the scope and getting things sorted out that way. Had the privilege of being at a range that had a target from 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, all the way out to 100 every 10 yards. Doped this out for 50 yards zero, wrote down all my my dope settings and taped them to the gun, and I said, man, I hope things stay the same because otherwise I'm kind of screwed because I haven't shot one of these in so long. So off to competition I go. Let me tell you guys something. This thing was on every day. Every day it was on. I checked it and I'm clover leafing at 50. In the morning I check it, I'm clover leafing at 50. During a couple competitions, my shots were kind of going down and to the left. And I was scratching my head like, man, what is going on? Did the zero change? Maybe the zero changed. And in one story it's yes, and one story it's no. The story where it's no, I ran down to the sight-in range and I clover leafed at 50. I said, okay, it's not here. What's going on? Oh, it's the wind. Got it. Cool. We're in back and just start punching. In the scenario where my zero did change, it wasn't the gun. I had forgotten to tighten the silly rings down, so they were moving as I was shooting. Still, I managed to work through that and it worked out great, and the gun did its job. The silly rings and me, I didn't do my, I didn't chase my bolts and get everything set in place. Once I did though, re-zeroed that gun, again, I just went to town and started mowing them down, but unfortunately it was too late for me. Accuracy, yes, you're gonna get that with an Mk2, no doubt about it. So guys, I know I stirred up a hornet's nest with some of these statements, and go ahead and leave some comments below. Like, dislike, share, subscribe, do all that happy stuff that helps my channel to grow. Don't forget you can support my channel in many different ways. If you guys are interested in the Impact, you can head on over to Utah Airguns. Those guys are doing some amazing things with these products. And also head on over to Saber Tactical. It's a new company and they've got a lot of accessories coming out for the Impact specifically. So check them out too. That's all I got for you today. As always, happy shooting and thanks for watching. One more quick note, guys. I know I didn't shoot this rifle today in this video. I'm a little restricted on time. The wind's not cooperating today. So I do plan on shooting the gun and putting my money where my mouth is. But it's going to have to wait till the next video I do on this, which is going to be more of a review style for this gun. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.